All right, so I haven't done one of these in a nice while, and the weird thing is with this right now, I'm so computer illiterate. I guess that's how you say it. I can't actually play this back and hear it. Like I don't know what this sounds like. So like, and I can't do any editing at all. Not that I really gives a fuck about editing, but like, in case I do say something stupid or something wrong goes with the shit. I mean, I say stupid stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if yeah, if this all messes up or something, some sort of technical difficulties, maybe there's a part where it's all distorted. I'm not gonna fucking know. So this is gonna get uploaded. This is uploaded right now, and I don't have, and like, I'm not like, I'm gonna have an idea what it sounds like because I can stop it and then export it out as an MP3 file and then listen to it in iTunes. But there's no way for me to, for whatever reason, when I play it back, I'm doing this podcast in Audacity, which I think is a hilarious name. I can't hear Audacity without thinking of like some black woman being like, Audacity. He had the audacity to record his podcast with Audacity when he can't even edit it back. My God, the audacity. You know, that's kind of what goes through my head every time I hear Audacity, and I can't even hear my own fucking self back through this rig because I don't know what. Like now, I've recorded podcasts in this before, and I could, but man, I don't know, man. I give this podcast thing up there for a bit. I had a couple. I did like the direction it was going in. I had a kid over, and and that was fine, Brandon. But like, it just wasn't what I wanted, and so so I don't like. Listen, I mean, I don't even know who the fuck follows me anymore, man. Like, I'm thankful for everyone who does follow me, but like, I'm in my own little bubble, my own little world. It's fucking frightening sometimes. That's right. I said it. And it's a weird life I lives, man. I lives a weird life. Like right now, I'm just talking to myself in a room all alone by myself, like feeling fat as fuck. I woke up this morning. I cooked the breakfast. Get this now. I woke up like 6:30. Sneaks at the goddamn house. Goes to Sobeys, buys bacon, eggs, toast. I love saying toast like that. It's like the crowd from Grand Bank. I love you, Grand Bank, but some of you guys out there. It's not toast. It's toast. And, I picked up, bacon, eggs, toast, and hash browns. Anyways, comes back to the house and starts cooking. I figured I'd cook a surprise breakfast for the missus before she goes to work. Anyways, she slept in a little bit and had to get a shower and do her hair and this thing and the next thing. Never had time for breakfast, never time to eat. So here I had fucking 6 hash brown patties and half a dozen strips of bacon and a few slices of toast and a few eggs. So what I do, I say I can't go to waste. I eat the whole fucking thing myself. And I'm here on the couch right now, man, and my gut is fucking huge, man. My fucking clothes feels tight. This is brutal. And here I am now, sat back, doing this podcast. Don't know what the hell it sounds like. And I'm just talking to myself. And it's weird, man, because, like, I'm secluded where I'm living. And, like, once I get out and socialize and I'm around a crowd, I kind of starts to feel my place in society again. But, man, when I goes, like, any amount of time just, without socializing or seeing anyone, because you can't afford to socialize every day because the fucking economy, the price of living here is stupid. But cost of living in this province, man, don't get me fucking started on the cost of living in this. Everyone talk, like, I used to laugh at people like my dad, hey? Like, goes to these places and don't know how anyone could ever live there, right? Don't know how anyone could ever live in Toronto. Don't know how anyone could ever live in Vancouver, right? Like, listen, I've been in Toronto. I've been in Vancouver. I totally see how people fucking live there. I was in New York. Listen, there's a reason why there's like 18 million or whatever the fuck it is people living in New York, right? Is because you can fucking live there, right? That's why. Yes, like, to get a house and have a mortgage in Manhattan, might be more expensive everywhere else, but you fucking rent, and rent might be more expensive, but you have a fucking room, and you don't have a car payment because the subway comes every fucking 4 seconds, right? Food costs so much cheaper. Now, when I was in Vancouver, dude, a sushi roll here is like $12 plus tax. You're looking at like $9 if you're looking for some shitty roll at Sobeys. You can go into Vancouver and get a fucking deadly fresh made roll for like $3.50, $4, right? Like, yeah, like, you know, you might pay $1,800 for rent, but you don't have a $600 car payment because the subway comes every 6 minutes. You know? And this is, you know, it's all proportional. You know, and then the fucking weather's better. We're here, man. Rent's a fucking fortune here in this goddamn city and province. Fucking car maintenance. You need a car because the fucking public transportation, you know. Why take a bus somewhere that takes 45 minutes to get there on the bus when you can walk there in a half hour? Right? Like, but you can't, but then walking there, you're going to be in the fucking wind and the rain and everything else, so you gotta have a car, but then that gets all rusted out, and you hit potholes every fucking 4 minutes, so then, you know, the maintenance on the car, and the fucking salt on the car, and the food is a fucking fortune, and the gas, right? Still... How did I get started on that? I was talking about breakfast, and then I was just talking about, like, car maintenance. Where did my brain go? This is what I'm like. See, I live alone. Like, I don't live alone. I live with my woman, but I was alone in the day, and, like, I don't, like, you know, so, yeah, I think it was socializing. Yeah, that's what's up, is socializing. Like, I have such a hard time, like, I start to get like, man, what the fuck, man, does anyone, like, does anyone even give a shit what I'm at or what I'm thinking anymore? Like, you know, I stopped doing this shit, but I figured I you know what, I want to pick the podcast back up. I wanted a theme. What I wanted to do is I wanted to, like, have, like, I want to, like, do a podcast where, like, once a week I'm having someone on, right? From, you know, maybe there's a fucked up news story in the news, like Exit Realty, right? Now my day job, right? I'm at Royal LePage. I'm a realtor at my day job, and I mean, I was hearing rumors about Exit Realty for fucking years. I mean, and I heard that this was going to happen back in like December. The rumor was going to shut down, and it never did. And then all of a sudden, shit finally hit the fan in February, I guess it was. But like, you know, lots of shit going on there, and I'd love to have someone that worked with Exit Realty come on, and I don't want them to bash the company or to bash the owner or anything like that. I just want them to come the fuck on the podcast and just talk about like where they were when they got the news. Like, where were they? Where were they? Like, were they out viewing? Were they home? Did they get a phone call? Did they just go on the news and seen it on the fucking news? Is that how they found out? Did the news tell them? Like, did they get through email? What happened? What kind of panic they went through? What it was like trying to get signed up with another company? What their clients were saying? I'd just like to get a realtor on here and just give their side the story, because I think people would like to hear that, right? And I think it'd be something, you know, good content. But trying to get people on this, trying to get people to do anything, man, is fucking pulling goddamn teeth. And, you know, and so I'd like to do that. Now, I am going to be doing one. I think I got a cool one coming up. There's a fella that's getting CBC cover him. See, like, this is the stuff I like. Like, I'm not opposed to having stuff that isn't known. Like, if you're listening to this and you got a fucked up story that you think people like to hear, give me a shout. Send me an inbox message, dart me an email, do me something, and, like, give me a shout. Give me a shout, and, yeah, come on and have a chat, right? I think that'd be great. But, you know, but I really would like to get, like, stories that's been in the news, and there is this one story that was on CBC covered of this guy who worked on the Hibernia project, and something, like a piece of rebar or something, fell on his head, and I think it paralyzed him from the waist down. And anyways, so he's been on workers' comp for about 21 years, and he's been just getting fucked, apparently, by workers' compensation. You know, and it's hard for them to get their story out. So I think having him on, or his wife on, you know, to talk about it in a format where there's no time restraints, there's no censorship. and just be free and get yourself. Like, I think that'd be cool, But then, so I was. This was the thought for the new podcast, and then I thought, well, I can't like this. It's tired, man, but it's hard getting these people on and bringing a consistent weekly content. So here I am this morning, full as fuck, and I just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna talk to myself. I'm just gonna record talking to myself, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna start doing podcasts like this, where I just talk about what's on my mind, and then as much as I can get people on, in between them, to come in and have a chat with me, perfect. But weeks and days or whatever that I wants to talk about something, or I just wants to get some shit off my mind. Because this is therapy, by the way. Listen, you got to get this shit out. You got to start talking. Even if it's just talking into a microphone, you get it out. Get it out. Talking, man, is good therapy. And, like, anxiety, man, I has anxiety through the fucking roof here lately, man. And it's nice to just get it the fuck out. Like, if it's, like, is anyone else anxious out there? Because, I mean, you know what, too? I got this fucking theory, though, man. This, like, everyone, like Bellet's talk, like, that does a lot of good. It does a lot of good. But, like, everyone talking about depression and anxiety, like to do, I got a theory that makes it fucking worse. Like, all this talk about depression and anxiety has been giving me depression and anxiety. Is anyone else felt like that, or am I just completely fucked all together, and that's what it is? But, like, I feels like everywhere I'm turning, someone's talking about it. And, like, I'm glad that they're talking about it, because they got to get it out, and it's good that they can talk about it, because bottling it up is the worst fucking thing you can do. But hearing everyone talk about it, like, it then starts fucking me off, if that makes any sense. Like, am I, like, is it, well, I can't even talk. Can't even, like, man, oh man, how do I do what I do, man? Like, I don't know how it does what it does. I'm just trying to be myself. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get by in this world. I think that's why I get so riddled with anxiety and everything. Like, it's because I haven't given in yet. I refuse to just give in. I could just give in and shut my fucking brain off and just say fuck it, right? And I do say fuck it a lot. Fuck it's what gets me through it. Fuck it is exactly what gets me through any of this in life. But sometimes it's just hard it has to be pretty deep into the anxiety before it gives my face a slap and says, fuck it, man. Fuck it. And just overthinking shit. Overthinking so much, man. Overthinking the videos I put out. I haven't posted a video in a fucking long time because I'm overthinking everything, right? Plays back shit that's not funny. But see, and then I posted up videos that aren't that funny. And, and then people are, but like, because I've posted up some videos that's fucking taken right off. And I was at to myself, they're not, whatever. And then people are like, no, man, they're hilarious. So I'm like, now it hasn't been hit. So I don't know what the fuck is funny in that. And other times I know exactly what's hilarious. Like I seen this fucking thing, and I seen this thing on the internet the other day. Yesterday, I shared it on my wall. By the way, Facebook is fucked. Like, so, with a fan page, like I have, people go to me all the time, man, you used to post stuff all the time, I never see you posting stuff anymore. And, not true. Post stuff all the fucking time. But problem is with Facebook is, with a fan page, it doesn't go out to everyone. They want me to, every time I make a post, it asks me to boost the post, to boost it, right? So, like, I made a post the other day that reached 14 people, because it tells you. Eh? It's like a little fucking cock tease is what Facebook is. It's like, it's got like this, like, here's everyone you could be reaching, but this is what you're reaching. But you could be reaching this if you just give us $40. It wants me to pay 40. Like, I got, 8,500 people or something on the page. 8,400. Like, it wants me to pay like $40 just to get the post out to half the people, to like 4,000 of the followers on the page. So the only way my shit gets seen is it goes out to maybe like select people, and if those select people like it and share it, if they share it, then that's how it gets kicked out to more people. So my page, you got to keep visiting the page to see what the fuck I'm saying. I'm guessing. I post stuff all the time. Now, there's other times it says it reached 1,000 people, nobody likes it, so I guess nobody likes what the fuck I'm saying. Don't think it's funny. I think people sometimes don't know the tone I'm saying shit in. I think people think somebody's too serious sometimes, and maybe not. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm an. I know. Listen, I know I'm an idiot, and I know. Well, kind of. I am, and I'm not. I'm an idiot in a lot of ways, but there's some ways, I know what the fuck I'm at. Right? I've made some good career choices and some good moves and in life. I'm not a complete dummy, but there's other times. But it's the areas. It's areas. It's different things. Like computers, man. As a kid, I used to be good, and now I can't even get this fucking microphone to work properly. Like, I can't play this shit back. I can't play it back. Like, I'm so lost when it comes to that. I'm lost I'm so stupid with, like, I wants to be smart when it comes to politics. I wants to be smart when it comes to, like, global and current shit. And I'm not. Like, I'm so clueless with so much stuff. Women, but, like, I mean, now, I got a great observation on women, men and women. And after bouncing it out to a lot of people at, different house parties or out for coffee, coffee shop with a buddy or something, or friendly, and just, bounce it off her. And, like, I was out with one girl one time, and a couple years ago, and I bounced it off her. And she was in fucking tears, crying, laughing. And I was like, all right, I got myself a good bit here. She's like, so true. But I'm not talking about it on this goddamn podcast because I'm turning it into a stand-up bit, and I've done it as a stand-up bit probably about a dozen times now, and I keep growing it. But it's on men and women are wired, and it's, I got that turned into a 20 to 30-minute rant now. I mean, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to turn it into I'm going to turn it into a whole fucking set probably eventually. Like, I'm going to theme the set around it, write a whole new 45. But now I've been working on it for 2 years. So, no, fuck that. If you guys wants to hear that, you wants to hear my thoughts on that, how women are just fucked, and so are men. We're all fucked. That's the thing. We're all fucked in this world, each and every one of us. And we like to be normal. We like to pretend we're normal, but we're not. And we're both fucked in our own way is the thing. And the thing is that we don't understand it with each other, right? So it's even worse. Now, once you understand, this is the thing, you got to understand how someone is fucked. Once you understand how they're fucked and why they're fucked, then it's okay. It's okay. Because now you know how to talk to them, what to say, what not to say, and how to say. It's like a dog, right? Like a rescue dog. You pick up a plate, and he loses his fucking mind, right? And then you get to the back. Now you don't know why. He thinks the dog's fucked. But then you find out that the previous owner, every time he picked up a plate, he smashed it over his head. You're like, oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense, right? And then all of a sudden, you just have fucking paper plates around the fucking house. Maybe you eat on napkins. You don't bring plates around. Dog's fucking fine, right? And you can have a perfect life with that dog as long as you're not whipping out plates around the goddamn thing. It's like that. So, and then you can coexist with the dog. It's perfect. Dog is deadly, and you never got a problem with the dog. And it's the same thing with men and women. Once you understand why and how we're fucked the way we are, it makes it so much easier going forward to live with one another and to talk to one another, understand what we want and what we don't want. But that's as much as I'm going into it with you guys. And if you want to see it, you're going to come out and support some live comedy. And that's another thing that gives me anxiety, right? Yuck Yucks is gone. Now, here's a fucking thing with that. So, Yuck Yucks is a franchise with it that lives inside of the venue Uptown. Uptown is still there. Uptown is still doing loads of live events, right? Doing all kinds of different things. So support Uptown, and the longer they stays open, the better chance stand-up comedy will be coming back into that venue. It's not guaranteed, but it's definitely a better chance. That fucking CBC article, I'm not getting into any more than this, but let me just say that CBC article that was going around about Yucks, there was a lot of fucking dirty shit that was both in and behind that. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But the stand up portion is gone for now, and so yeah, it makes stand up that much harder. Fucking riddles me with anxiety because I don't want to lose my fucking voice, right? Because that's what happens with comics. See, with comics you got to be gigging all the time. People don't get that, like, or maybe they do. I don't know. Like, you got to gig a lot, right? You got to gig. You got to perform as much as you can. Hit as many open mics as you can. That way, you're always keeping keeping the fire to your voice, and your tone and your angles, working on bits. Because if not, man, if you go a month without any mic time, like, I mean, even a few weeks, it'll fuck you. But like, you go a month, and when you get back, it's like you're trying to find your stride again. And having that club gone, man, is gonna fuck a lot of us up in the short term, and maybe even the long term. And it gives me anxiety, I'll tell you that. But so, anyways, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Maybe if I was just talking to this, helps me, keep me where I'm doing all you guys. I'm gonna keep the voice alive, and wants to make sure I stays in touch with everybody. But yeah, man, I saw some fucked up article this morning. It was about Friends, TV show Friends, and talking about how Buddy can't laugh at everyone making fun of Ross, and how Friends was pretty much a fucking horrible thing for society because it was setting an example of how people like Ross aren't cool, and it's funny and cool to like make fun of people like Ross, and that's what's wrong with society. And it's like, man, go fuck yourself, man. Like, I read the whole article, and don't get me wrong, he did make some good points, right? He made some good points, but, dude, it's fucking Friends, right? Like, here's the thing. He didn't have to hang out with them. He could have hung out with other people. He could have hung out with other, dinosaur people or whatever the fuck he was. And it would have. He chose, like a little bitch, to stick around people's eyes making fun of him. He had no goddamn respect for himself. He had no respect. Ross had no respect for himself. How the fuck are the guys around him going to have respect for himself? It's like, oh, don't you think it's no wonder Ross went crazy and whatever? Yeah, Ross was already fucking crazy for sticking around him, right? Because he had this fucking massive boner for Rachel, which, of course, I mean, who didn't have a boner for Rachel? I was fucking 12 years old with a boner for Rachel. It was disturbing, kind of. But, like, dude, like, these articles get shared around, and this whole anti-bullying thing and that. It's like, man, it's a fucking sitcom with this idiot that was dumb enough to stick around these fuckers that kept making fun of him, and then he called them his friends. Right? And there's lots of other good shit. They took care of Ross. They're always there every time he got really fucked up, they were there to give him a shoulder. Right? If he ever wanted to crash somewhere, he was, And these articles then get shared around. I'll tell you what, Friends isn't what's wrong with the world. It's articles like that. That's what's wrong with the fucking world. That shit gets shared around then. Right? everyone, Jesus Christ, so upset. And I don't have too much room to talk because I get upset over everything, right? Because I want shit to talk about mostly. But I don't like to sound in my own voice, I suppose. But I get text messages here now. Oh my Jesus Christ, I'm just getting a text message. Simple Plan is headlining Mussel Bed. Well, what a fucking crock of shit. Simple Plan. And you know what? I wanted to go off on Simple. That's some fucking funny. Because I was going to go off Simple Plan and just got in this podcast today. Because when I was coming back from Sobeys, Simple Plan was on the radio. And it was that song, I don't want to go to bed without you. Is that it? And, like, I'm just hearing it. Is Pitbull in that song? There's some, like, fucking rapper in that tune. And, like, what the fuck? Man, they always sucked. And they were great when you were, like, 14 and were, like, depressed. I wouldn't lie. I used to be a bit depressed because I was fat as fuck and couldn't get a woman. And so sometimes there was a sign they had. There was like, was it Four Walls or something? What was that first hit they had? I liked that one because I was a little fucking bitch and still am sometimes. But, you know, I was, yeah. And, you know, I used to like to whine along with that song. But, man, they always sucked. And they just got, man, oh, man, they just went fucking, I didn't think it was possible for them to go downhill. Like, the shit they got now, it's like, it's all poppy. It's like swanky poppy. Like, go fuck yourself, Simple Plan. What a bunch of faggots. Yes, I said it. Don't say that word. Well, I just did. You know? And, because to me, that's what a faggot is. It's them. Right? And I'm sorry. I know that's not a cool word. And it's 2016 and blah, blah, blah. I know that. I know all that. And I'm not making fun of a certain type of people. Right? I'm not trying to do that. I'm very open-minded. I'm talking about Simple Plan, and there are a bunch of little bastards. Well, what word do you use, though? Like, seriously. Like, that's a question. Feel free to comment on this. What word do you use to describe them? Little what? Right? Because that's the first word that comes to mind for me, man. I'm not lying. I'm going to be honest. Right? I'm going to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of shit with Donald Trump. Man, this fucking dude. Like, every political race is the last 12 years or so in the States, it's always like, it's just one big shit show. It's always some sort of a joke, but it's never been like this. I mean, it really has turned into reality TV. Like, you got three people, right? You got Donald Trump, which is just, now, I have a theory that he doesn't want to be president, and that's just me. I think he's just doing all this for publicity. I think, like, and as he keeps winning more and more, he's like, oh my fuck. So he's like, I don't really want this. I think he's scared of it, to be honest. And I think the more he goes on and talks about all of this, that's what the crazier he gets. Like, if you look at the shit that he was doing or saying a few months ago, and look at the shit he's doing and saying now, it's completely different. It's completely different. He's taken it to a whole other level. I think he's trying to, like, self-sabotage, but the American idiots down there, some of them are just eating it up even more and more, and he's like, holy fuck. Like, he's mocking the people who supports him right in front of their face, and they don't even fucking get it. You got the fucking hat on. He starts a USA chant out of nowhere. Like, he says the most racist thing. I'll never forget that fucking video. And he goes, USA, USA. And he makes this smug face. And when everyone goes, he's just like, he's laughing. He starts laughing. When everyone starts going USA, he's laughing at them. They don't even fucking get it. They don't even get it. Bunch of fucking idiots down there. Like, there's that shit show, right? And then you got The exact opposite thing. But see, and everyone, with Trump, people are like, I like it. He speaks his mind. I guess that's the accent I'm going with for now. And it's like, what the fuck does that got to do with this? What does speaking your mind got to, what is it? What is it? Like, Hitler spoke his fucking mind, man. Right? Like, that dude, like, what's his name? But into LA Clippers? Right? Was it LA Clippers? He spoke his fucking mind. Right? Doesn't make it right. Doesn't mean it's what you're supposed to. Doesn't mean what he's saying. He tells it like it is. Does he really? Does he tell it like it is? Every Mexican is a rapist or whatever the fuck he's saying. Gonna to build a wall. Yes, Mexico is gonna pay for that. I'm sure they are. Just think about what you're saying. Mexico's gonna pay for it. That's like, what is that like? That's, I don't know what the fuck that's like saying. Like, that's, honestly, what would you compare that to? Getting Mexico to pay for the wall. Okay, so what if you had a shitty neighbor, and the kids always and they were poor, and the kids and their fucking pets and all this other shit kept coming over to your property, right? What would you do? You'd have to build the fucking fence to keep their shitty kids from coming into your fucking property. You go over and knock on their door. Yeah, you're gonna build a fence. We want fucking money, buddy. Right? This money. Even if they get the money, they're gonna say, "Go fuck yourself." What's he gonna do? Bomb Mexico? Yeah. What the fuck? And people are believing that. It's just the craziest shit. And then you got the exact opposite in Bernie Sanders, who has done everything right. I mean, he was stood next to Martin Luther King back when that shit was on the go. He has, like, there's videos of him 30 years ago saying the same shit of what he's saying now. He's the exact opposite. He's all about the underprivileged and the middle class, about having no wars and having no racism and bringing everyone together and making a stronger America. And the biggest thing that people are frightened about him, all the greedy people are hating him. And I get this, and anyone who works hard for their money, long hours, puts in a lot of time, and they feel like they're making a lot of money, they feel like they deserve that money, and they see Bernie Sanders as a threat. And I get that, and I can respect that. And I can respect that. Now, I'm not saying I agree with it, but I totally get it, and I respect it. Right? But, like, the thing is that he's such a foreign concept. I think he's the right choice, but he's such a foreign concept, people don't know how to fucking take him. And I think Hillary Clinton is coming right up the fucking... She's gonna slip in, because everyone who knows Trump is an idiot, and they're frightened to death of Bernie, because they want change, but they're frightened to change. They're gonna stay with the status quo and go with that fucking nut job. That woman is so fucked, man. Listen, she got cheated on. She got embarrassed like it was nobody's business in front of the whole world, and she stays with him because she saw the gain and what was in it for her if she stuck with him. Like, that's what she saw. Like, Scandal. My woman watches Scandal, and that show was based on fucking Hillary and Bill, and Buddy's wife in that show, I've seen a few episodes. She is fucked. She's fucked, right? Well, that's Hillary. That's Hillary. And you see how fucked she is? That's who they're talking about. They're talking about Hillary Clinton, right? But everybody watches the show because he wants to be a psycho nut job like Olivia Pope, where they can just fuck anything and everything and get away with it because he dresses well and makes good money. Oh, that show hurts my fucking brain. I hate that show. That Olivia Pope, man. I hope she gets hit by a bus in the very next episode. Like, I cannot say the way she fucking like with her fucking teeth in her mouth every time she's talking. It's the worst acting I've ever fucking seen. I've never seen such bad acting that's gotten such a following. Like, I don't know what to compare it to. It's like well, there's nothing to compare it to, I guess. There's never been a show like it. It's just fucked. Like, just the worst dog shit acting It's like worse than a daytime soap opera. It's just dog shit acting, and people love it because, oh, she's a powerful woman, and you know, she could just fuck over any guy and any person, and she doesn't need to be dependent on a guy. Listen, because that's the thing. If a woman could just make enough money for herself and say fuck the world, she absolutely would. Every woman. The only reason why they're with guys is because it makes their life easier right now in some way. And that's it. And listen, I'm just saying. It comes back to what I was talking about, how men and women are wired. And it's the fucking truth of it. It's the truth of it. Because everyone wants to be Olivia. Right? Every woman wants to be Olivia. But they can't. They can't be Olivia. And it kills them. Because women have never hated men like they do now. Man, oh man. It's fucked. You know? Between the movement that's going on, and then you got shows like Mad Men highlighting what our fucking grandfathers are like. Deadly. Way to go, Pop. Fuck everything up for us now. You know what I mean? By the way, has anyone ever thought about that? Have you watched Mad Men? Have you watched Mad Men and think, oh my god, what the fuck was Pop like? Have you thought about that? Because they were our pops in that era. I'll tell you what, man. Makes me think about my pops a bit different. I hope not, though. I can't see him being like it. But I mean, you know what? A lot of the women in that show, they didn't know the fucking member like that, did they? So, you know, if Goldie didn't see it, how the hell am I supposed to see it when I wasn't even around then? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what else to be talking about. The fucking Leafs. Leafs are going to play themselves right out of that top percentage pick. They were last for so fucking long. And now you watch. They're getting the 5th or 6th picked again this year. And they're going to end up with another player like fucking Kadri, who's a piece of shit. I fucking hate that guy, man. Little fucking bastard he is, man. Like, he sucks, man. Like, he's a cancer in that dressing room. He makes it all about him. All about him. And, you know, make no wonder, you know. Listen. I'm not being racist here, but I thought it was fucking hilarious that he was the last one to sign a contract the other year. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm a realtor, man. I've fired 2 clients in my day, and one of them was from India. Now, I don't know what the fuck country he's from, his parents are from, but I'm telling you, I've dealt with a few of these people from the Middle East, and the way they bargain and negotiate, it'll hurt your fucking brain. It'll hurt your brain like it's actually fucking stupid. I lost a deal on a house. The guys came down. The house was listed at a sick price. It was listed at market value. I managed to get him down $7,500, all kitchen appliances, and washer and dryer included. He wouldn't take it because he said, listen, it's a whole story. I can't get into it. But long story short, by the time we get to that point, which took way longer than it should have, he then goes, no, he said, I'll take the effort. But if I'm going to take it, I want his bed. I said, you want his what? I want his bed. He wanted Buddy's used fucking bed to come with the house. Now, at this point, I was new in my real estate career. I viewed over 50 houses with this dude because I needed the deal. I needed the money, right? I said, and I snapped. I said, listen, dude. I said, we're not in India anymore, all right? We're in Canada. We're not in India anymore. We don't negotiate beds in fucking Canada, all right? It's the kitchen appliances. It's the washer and dryer. Take it. You're my realtor. You do as I tell you to do, yes? You tell him I want the bed. You tell him And I had to go back to tell the fucking realtor that he wanted the bed. She laughs in my fucking face and says, not a chance. And I said, good. I don't want him getting a fucking bed. Fuck this. Fuck my client is what I thought. Because, you know, that's fucked. That is absolutely, you know. Anyways, I go back to him. I say, man, They don't, no dice on the bed. Right? He goes, okay, very good, we'll go elsewhere. And he wanted the fucking house. He wrote a fucking offer on it. Sick deal. Anyways, he comes back to me the next day. You know what? I went to rent another offer on that house again. Too fucking late, buddy. Because a couple hours after that, someone came in and bought the house for asking price with no fucking appliances. Right? Because the house was worth it. And that's what they do, though. That's what they do. Like, that's what a lot of them do. And the stereotype is there for... Listen, we drink. Newfies drink. The stereotype that we drink, it didn't come in the fucking woodwork. It's because a lot of us drink. Right? It's the same thing with them. The stereotype is there for a reason. Because they negotiate way out of their means. They think they're worth way more than what they are. And everyone else is worth way less than what they are. And Cadre was the last one to sign a fucking contract the other year. Right? And then what does he do? Fucking hardly does anything. He got a hat trick the other night against Florida. And he got another couple goals. I'm sure it was only a fucking while ago. Up until last week or two, he only had 12 goals in a fucking year. Right? And he was trying to get like $5 million a year then. Fucking little bastard, man. That guy, it's all about him, man. He's a cancer in that dressing room. I seen him give the middle finger one time in the background. He was in his rookie season, and he was in the background of the camera, and he gave up the middle finger. And no one ever picked up on it. He was right in the background, and he gave the fucking camera the middle finger. Right? Here he was in the Marlies for a couple years, fighting to get up, gets up, and he's being a little shit in the dressing room like that. I think he's a piece of shit. Trade him as soon as he's hot. Get rid of him. I don't like him, man. But like that's what's gonna happen. The fucking Leafs are gonna play, and instead of getting an Austin Matthews or one of the Finns, right? They're gonna land a pick somewhere between 4th and 6th, and this is what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to draft some guy. He's going to be a solid prospect, and that's what he is. Second line guy maybe is what he'll turn into. Maybe, if we're lucky, you know. And we'll have some guy that came up in the 5th or 6th round that's going to be better than this guy, because that's what always happens. Man. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, man. This shit hurts my brain, man. It does, man. Boys, I hope you like listening. Do me. My buddy Stab misses at the Dollarama. Huh? Well, I don't know what to think of that. I'm frightened to even talk about it. Buddy might come stab me. But here's the thing, though. This is what I don't get about that. With the stabbing at the Dollarama, was that apparently he fucked with her the day before it, right? And there was some sort of peace bond or restraining order, right? And I think the question that a lot of other people got is, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but what the fuck was she at going to the Dollarama? That's what I want to know. Like, she knows he works there. Right? She knows he worked, and it's not like it's the fucking Vogue Optical where she needed a pair of glasses and there's nowhere else to fucking go, and that's where he works. She went to the Dollar, like she knew he worked there, and there was a peace bond, and she goes to the Dollarama. Like, what the fuck was she? Like, what was there that wasn't somewhere else? Like, and even if there was something there that wasn't anywhere else. You can't get a friend to go after Buddy almost killed you the day before? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying he should have done it. I'm just asking, why the fuck did she think it was a good idea to go there? That's all I want to know. Right? Buddy's 45 years old working at Dollarama. You know what, man? I mean, who knows, man? You might stab someone too. Oh, that's awful. I know that's awful. It's awful. I'm just having fun. It's just jokes, people. But that's fucked. I'd like to know what's up to go there. See, I'm doing a show out that way this week, so I don't want to say too much because Buddy might come fuck me up. So, anyways, I hope everyone's okay. I feels bad for people who witness it. That's who I feels bad for. Really bad for. I mean, it feels bad for Mrs. But I mean, She knew that there was a chance of something happening. She had to. You know, people are there fucking searching for cheap fucking chocolate bars and, no-name chips that looks like Doritos or something. All of a sudden, clean up an aisle too, stabbing, blood everywhere. Get the fuck, what the fuck? Oh my god, man. I can't imagine. Like, I don't know if I can see an animal get stabbed, let alone a human, man. In Dollarama? Like, your brain isn't ready for that. You're looking at cheap headphones, fucking cans of soup that's got 80% sodium in them, right? And all of a sudden, someone is getting their fucking life taken from them. You know? That's fucked. That's fucked, man. What's this world coming to? Every day is a new fucking car accident, right? Cars are just getting blowing up, demolished. Buddy's going to Pitts Memorial Highway, splits the car in two, fucking runs away up the Kenmount Terrace then like nothing happened. Like, that's fucked, right? Splits the car in two, never a scratch on him, right? Had to be loaded trunk, man. He had to be fucking loaded. You knows he was. I'm just assuming. I just came out Terrace, but everything. Oh, man, that place is something funny. I just laugh. I'm a realtor, and I said that before and all. And like I've had people say, I'd like to go somewhere nice, somewhere like Kenmount Terrace. And I'm like, okay, yeah, well, you're living up there now. And that's why you must buy a house up there. You like up there, okay? Listen, and it is, Kenmount Terrace got some nice perks about it. It's one of the newer subdivisions, and it's in, it's a central location and all that jazz. But listen, and this is gonna be real. It's not what it's fucking cracked up to be. It's not. Like, and there's drug dealers galore in Kenmount Terrace. Buddy's house got shot up last year. Who the fuck remembers that? Or does everyone just forget about that? Buddy's house got shot up. And then it wasn't even his fucking house. He was away on vacation. His drug dealer's living next to him. Boss comes in AK-47, fucking shoots up his house. Right? I like to go to a nice area like Kenmount Terrace. Right? Place where, houses are getting shot up, AK, drug dealers in fucking every street. Right? Not even as much as a convenience store up there. Never a goddamn walking trail, no softball field, no soccer field. Right? Fucking church. Who goes to church anymore? Down at the fucking corner. Right? Now, they got that road going to Kelsey Drive, so that helps. Thank God for that. But that goes direct. You don't have to go on Kenmount Road now. But they only opened that up, within the last year? I don't know. Just talking. So I got a new manager now. Yep. Got a new manager. And, I'm excited. I don't know what the fuck's gonna come of it, boss. Nothing can come of it, but he manages some pretty significant names. He's been in the entertainment industry for over 30 years, and he manages Kenny versus Spenny and Ed the Sock. I don't expect the young ones to know who Ed the Sock is, but he's in media, and Ed's doing all right. Tell you what, if I can do as well as Ed the Sock, I think I'll be all right. So, yeah. He manages a few other names that are worth mentioning. So, anyways, now, he's not my agent. He's just my manager. So, I don't know what's going to come of it. Nothing can come of it. But, we had a great chat, and there's definitely lots of potential. So, the biggest thing right now is getting my name out there, and even more so, and having you guys, I guess, help me out. And, share the shit around and promote and all that, man. And hopefully open some doors and get known. And I'm supposed to be in the Kelowna Comedy Festival this June. And I don't know if I can do it now. Because I've got my own house closing now in May. And it just fucks with everything, man. Fuck, man. It just throws a monkey wrench into my timing. So, and then festivals in June, and I gotta do renovations and shit on the house when we first move in. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm trying to get shows. The problem is that I could do the summer. I could do a summer tour, but a lot of people is out camping and everything else in the summer, and it's hard to get people to come out to do comedy. Fall's a really time for that, so I don't know. I'm gonna plan something. I'd like to get people to come out in the summer, though. I'd really like to travel because it's hard traveling in this country in the winter. So I'd really like to, I'd really like to do something in the summer or early fall. So keep your eyes open for that, and that should be good. But simple plan, man. Headline of Mussel Bed. What a fucking Jesus crock of shit that is. I hate them, man. I performed at Mussel Bed there a while back, and it was sick time. I want to come back, Lewisport. Get me back. Contact whoever he needs to contact. Or I guess I could just fucking throw off my own show and just make it a part of it. Maybe I could do something like that. And, yeah. You want to have me back? I'd love to be back. And I had a great time. I loved it when I was made fun of, when you're fucking driving into Lewisport. Man, not a fucking creepy-ass town that is. Listen, Lewisport's a great spot to go, man, but driving into it, Jesus Christ, creep you right the fuck out. Listen, guys, that church on the side of the highway, coming into Lewisport, isn't doing you guys any fucking favors. Alright? Buddies there, man. Why burn? Go to Christ. Jesus Christ is right. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, like, that got to go. That's bad PR. Then there's a Pentecostal church playground thing on the left, fucking camp, on the left-hand side as you're coming in, and then there's a weird fucking sign that says welcome to Lewisport with like a satellite image of a boat, an old train there on no fucking train track. It's like the most creepiest fucking ghost town. I had a lot of fun talking about that last time. I remember opening up with that. That was a good laugh. So yeah, I must come back. I must talk about your town some more. And even though I think I've said everything there is to say, I got some new shit. I got some new material for you now. So maybe I'll come out. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I can do that. Maybe I'll come into Lewisport, make fun of Simple Plan, right where they're fucking headlining, right? And I'll send them out dirty tweets. Maybe I can do that. Simple Plan, boys. Who the fuck, honestly, is gonna go to, who is 19 plus and gonna go see Simple Plan? That's what I want to know. I want to know that. Oh, man. That's a bad fucking move. What they need to do, bring back some fucking 90s. The year that I was there, they had Our Lady Peace and Sloan. That was a great fucking concert, man. That was great. I'd like to get some more fucking 90s, early 2000 bands back. Because you can probably get them at an affordable price. And they'll draw a big crowd. You know, they'll get all the... Well, maybe they wouldn't, because all the fucking 90s... Anyone who grew up in the 90s now, I got fucking babies and kids and trying to get babies, so maybe, who knows, maybe they wouldn't fucking draw anyone. Maybe that's just me being my old fucking self. I don't know, maybe a Simple Plan will draw a crowd. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maroon 5, the other year, at the Salmon Fest, Jesus. Maroon 5. What a shit fucking band that is, too. Although, you know what? They're not that bad. Some of their stuff is okay. I don't know. There's a few... They got a couple songs where I'm in the closet on. I'm like, fuck. I wish I didn't like this. Right? I like Kiwi. A lot of people don't know that song. Well, go YouTube Kiwi. What a fucking scandalous tune that is. That's a great tune. And, I'm not going to lie. I did like Sugar. It was hard. It was one of those things where I was like, you know, pretending I didn't hear it, but my foot's tapping to it. You know what I mean? The fuckers got me on that one. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think you guys want to hear me talk anymore. I don't even know if anybody made it this far. But, thanks for listening. I'm going to try to do more of these for you. Talk about shit that's going on. Next time, listen, I just did this on a whim. I kind of just wanted to talk, get some shit off my mind. I'm gonna start doing these every week now, and hopefully I'm gonna have shit to talk. I'll talk about, recapping the week in the local news, federal news, world news, shit that's just going on in life. Maybe some fights I get to do with my girlfriend, whatever, shit. And wake the fuck up, Colin. Wake up. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. And and then I'll try to have people on to talk about different stuff. Keep it fresh for you guys. And in the meantime, I'll talk to you. All right. Cheers.